Hello, my friend. How's it going? It is Amy Thomson, known as the Sun Tarot, and I'm here to give you another reading. This is a general read. I'm a spiritual intuitive, business strategist, and healing artist. So let's see what we have for you for today. All right. We got don't let your past hold you back in inverse, okay? We have a fiery climax approaches, which is full moon in Aries in inverse. And then we've also got step out of your comfort zone. Okay, I'll show you the cards as I go, by the way. I'm just kind of pulling them. And I'm going to pull them as I go, and then I'm going to read them all. Okay. I just did a fabulous reading a few minutes ago, and I can't wait for the people that are going to get that one, because I know they are on to very big things. And I'm also excited to see what you've got in store for you for this reading. Okay, you got challenge in inverse, communication upright, and social justice in inverse. Now, the communication is the center of your reading right now. It's just this card here, okay? Just says communication. And I'm going to tell you more about this as we go. You've got authority in inverse, empowerment in inverse, and Merkaba in inverse. Now, I'm just going to read this one because I'm not as familiar with the Merkaba. So the frequency of the Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. Ooh, okay, good. Now I can see how everything's coming together here. This right here is a very powerful reading. Now, I'm not sure if you're a business owner or not, but this is going to be able to apply to pretty much any important area of your life or relationships. Okay, and we got one more thing. Normally when I do readings, they're not so beautifully laid out on the table. And this might have something to do as well, how your cards are. I might take a picture after, I might not. But it's almost like it starts out with one, and then it goes like a triangle, right? So as you go, it gets more. And that actually I know is part of your reading right now. And okay, oh, I'm so excited. Can't wait to share with you. Oh my gosh, and these two cards. Did I shuffle this deck? I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Okay, well, the two cards that I had earlier came up, and I'm thinking maybe I didn't shuffle, but it actually fits into this reading perfectly. So either way, it's meant to be however it was. So you got you and your loved ones are safe in inverse. You got emotions are running high in inverse. What do you need to release in inverse? A new start is coming in inverse. You got a lot of inverse cards today. You got give it to God upright, and you got it's not an emergency upright, and you got seek an expert in inverse. Right off the bat, your message is about communication, and it's basically I can see you're not getting out. You're not getting out where you need to be with the conversations you need to have with the people you need to have them with. And it could be like one-on-one conversations. It could be having the conversations with your family members or your business partners or team people, some of your friends. It could be maybe there's people that you are interested in some way, like either romantically or working with or something like that, but there's some kind of like communication is the answer for every single thing that's going on here. And inside of this spread, there's a lot of things going on. The very beginning of the reading, you know how I said it goes out almost like, I'm thinking the word crescendo, but I don't know if that's the word. But it's like it starts out small, right? It starts out with this single card, okay? And it's don't let your past hold you back. So you have so much to say and so much to release, and it's like, oh my goodness, there's a lot of fears around it. There's a lot of fears around it, and you can see all of these things that are not right. These things like there's so like a feeling inside me, and I'm just going to describe it because it's like when I get really emotional or heated or anything inside of readings, it's because there's something there. So the feeling that I'm getting, it's like a passion. It's a very deep passion, and it's a drive, and it's a drive to make things right. And it's like you've got some challenges, and you want, like, you see the injustices in the world and you want to make a difference, and you're not quite sure how, because it's like you yourself have dealt with a lot of challenges yourself, and it's like you want to go out and you want to make a difference for people, but every single time you try to do it, it's almost like something will happen and hold you back. And it's all your past. It's a bunch of past based experiences, emotions, memories, conversations, and you've got to get something. And I can see with the very last card here, it's like seek an expert, and it's almost like an unwillingness to, or maybe not an unwillingness, but a not knowing exactly what to do or who to go to be able to get this unblocked, because there's a block. There's the way this looks is there's this little, it's almost like a dam, but a dam that shouldn't be there. So it's like if you were to open up the gates, the water would just go whoosh. But it's like this is good, this is what you need, right? So it's like I'm getting that you're an authority in what it is that you are, like that you either teach or you do, or whatever your field is, any kind of like whatever it is that you're passionate about. It's like you have enough skills and enough credibility and things to be an authority, but you haven't actually like allowed yourself to be set up that way. It's like you're very good at empowering others, but you haven't actually allowed yourself to really be that empowered self yourself. You know, it's like, why is it that you can make a difference for other people so much, but when it comes to you, you hold yourself back? That's what this reading is. It's like, and it's so passionate. There's so much fire and so much energy in here, but it's almost like an expectation of things not working, right? So you did get, yeah, the only upright moon card out of 7 of them. The only one you got upright is step out of your comfort zone. So whatever it is that you're dealing with, you do have to step out of your comfort zone and do something that is something that you haven't done before necessarily, or maybe something you tried before but you didn't maybe select the right person or the right community. And I'm getting, because communication is like what this all is about, it maybe it's just about opening your mouth, right? Maybe you do need to just start speaking your truth. Like this whole thing, oh my God, I just got goosebumps head to toe when I said start speaking your truth. Okay, so that is something that this is all about. It's really, and wow, all that charge and all that passion and stuff that I was feeling, like I was feeling all like, whoa. It's like when I said speak your truth, this relief came over me. Like it was just like, it's like I can relax, you know, and I could sleep, and I could be calm. Yeah, that's your answer. That's your answer, is speaking your truth. Now, wow, what a shift in energy. Holy crow. Okay, I'm going to go back into the rest of the story because there's other fears and concerns and things that you've got going on. But I'm also very, very clear that your answer is to just start talking. Like really, just start talking. Now you got you and your loved ones are safe. Again, this comes back to past. There's something in your past that happened and you don't feel that you and your loved ones are safe. Or maybe you feel like you could have made better choices in the past, and maybe you have some regrets about how things turned out. And maybe you've got some like regrets about the impact that everything that you went through or they went through will have on yours or their future, right? So maybe you've got some kind of guilt and things to let go of, some kind of shame, and that's fine. Emotions are running high in inverse, okay? So this is something like I was literally just feeling a bunch of emotions, and the fiery climax approaches. So you got these ones. It was like that. But you don't have to worry about that. It's like when you allow yourself to just start sharing, that fire and that passion is going to, like, you don't have to worry about losing your passion, because your interest and your passion and stuff, they're still there. But you don't have to have all of those pent-up emotions. Yeah, you don't have to feel like when you go out there, something's going to shoot you in the foot and just knock you out, and like take you down, right? You don't have to worry about any of those things. yeah, you don't have to worry about your emotions getting in the way. Like there was so much emotion that if you felt scattered in your life, or if you felt like you were taking 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, and you felt these repeat patterns of things not working, it was because there was blocked energy and blocked emotions. And now that you're allowing yourself to express and trusting the process, here's key. You've got 2 things that came up, and these did come up in the other reading, but you got it's not an it's not an emergency, and you got give it to God. Both of these are upright. So it's like, and I did say start to express. It's letting it out. Now, when I first split up with my ex, which was an incredibly traumatic experience for me, like more than I would have ever expected, I started playing guitar a lot, and I had so many emotions and things that I would never say to somebody, because I don't want to cause any more negativity in the world. So if I made some kind of song and it was all like mean and hurtful, or full of anger and revenge and all that stuff, that's not something I would publish, because I don't think the world needs more of that. But sometimes it's a very good liberating experience to get out your emotions in some kind of like art or music, or just some kind of physical movement. I mean, even if you go to a smash room or something like that. But it's like, it was such a good release to be able to say all of these things that I would never say to somebody. But it's like, if you don't say those things and you don't express them, they just build inside you, right? You can suppress it, you can push it down, and trust me, I'm a coach. I've been coaching people for many, many years, and some of the best people are the best at pushing things down, but they are a ticking time bomb ready to go, right? So it's like, dealing with some of these things is a really, really good thing. But again, you're coming out of this. You don't have to let your past hold you back. All of this stuff is coming from something that happened before. So you may need to find some kind of self-expression, some kind of hobby. And the good thing is it's like you've lived in this energy that has been, everything's been important, and there's been so many things to do, and how to prioritize. And there's what's the word? It's not confusion. It's it goes between overwhelm and confusion and things like that. But you don't have to have that, because like literally when I don't even remember where it was, there was the communication or something. But it was like when I got somewhere in this reading and I recognized that it was just about opening up and letting things out, and that just release of all those emotions. It's like you are on the brink of, you're on the brink of having that complete release. You don't have to worry. And it's a very, very, very good feeling. Okay. Now you may decide to seek an expert. I don't know. It's up to you. You may just find that by using your voice and speaking your truth and thinking about how it impacts and affects other people as well, because you want to be responsible. And I think that's one of the reasons why you hold back with your communication, is because you've had things hurt you and you don't want to be the person to hurt other people. And that's really, really good and really noble, okay? And again, there's ways to express, right? And there have been some songs I've written that say the important things that I needed to say for social justice. But again, they're not so full of judgment and blame and stuff like that. It's more like, I don't know, it's just creating a new future. So long story short, with your reading here, this is your opportunity to create a new future, to step into your own power, because your own power, and again, everything was inversed almost in this reading, but it's like stepping into your own power, and it's gonna set up so many other people, right? Like you're gonna empower many, many people. And what happened in these cards when I just did that is like a few of them switched around, and social justice actually ended up becoming upright. So you stepping into your own power, and it's just through simple communication. You don't have to overcomplicate it. It's yeah, it's just little by little, making a commitment to open up every single day and let out some of those things. I've been doing morning pages every day, like where you write for 3 pages. Actually, mostly every day. I haven't done it every day, but they've been making a big difference. Okay, and you got the 9 of Wands upright, and you got the 4 of Wands in inverse. Yay. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time. You're gonna have to go through it. It's not like it's a process, okay? It's not something that's gonna be done immediately. It's not an overnight thing, but it's gonna help you build the confidence. It's gonna take something. Like doing this is gonna take something. It's gonna take commitment. It's gonna take stamina. But the relief that you'll feel is incredible. Like incredible. It's like peace of mind. It's like all of that noise and that chaos and the stuff that was just happening all up here, all that internal chatter and the judgments, like the judgments you have about like the world and what's going on socially and how people treat each other, and equality and lying and deceit and all of those things. Like all of that nonsense garbage that fills up your mind is gonna like just be like quieted. Like it's just gonna be like peace. Okay, so congratulations. Like yes, it's going to take something. I'm saying congratulations in advance. Okay, it's going to take something to open up your mouth and speak up. But the world needs you. It needs your message. Needs your light. Okay, so Spirit, do you have any recommendations that's going to make this easier? Aw. Okay. So you got interpersonal connection. Wasn't I just saying you've got to get out and talk to people? So whatever it is you got to do, maybe you got to hop on a plane and go across the country to see a friend and go hiking. Actually, that's what I just did. It was so funny. Anyways, you don't have to do it like that, but you could anything. Get involved in some kind of community. Look online. Meetup.com has a lot of like events. But find things, anything that's of interest to you. Don't go to things just because you've got some kind of agenda, because that's not going to serve what you need. You need to have the like-minded, like just get out and be with people, okay? And then being present and mindful, you got in inverse. I'm just going to tune into this. Oh, okay. So the message that I got is that you're not actually present and mindful because you're so much in your energy. In these things, but the message is for you to allow yourself to just be with the people, and not to, again, it's not to worry so much about what is it you're not supposed to worry about. Sorry, Lisa. Okay, all right, you got cow to the left. Okay, I don't know if on the video it's going to show up left or right, but on my thing it's to the left. Okay, and that is for nourishment. So you need to be present and mindful of how you treat yourself. Okay, and yeah, and the message is coming like how you came across to others in the past, that might come up in your thoughts. So the message is to come at this from a brand new angle. Like right now you're a different person than you were yesterday. Tomorrow is a new day. You'll have had some changes, like literally your cells are dying and you've got new ones coming every day. It's like, and with all the energy and the shifts and things, you are a different person from time to time. That's why when you read a book the second time, it's kind of different than it was the first time. You pick up new things because you're in a different mindset, different space as well. So when you're going out and you're having the connections with people, try not to look at how you were in the past, right? You get to create yourself newly. If you saw yourself in a way that maybe was malnourished, maybe you just had some kind of lower self-esteem, or you were looking at others in a way that didn't work. It's like all of that is in the past. And so the message is like, as of right now, right this very second, as you're listening or watching this video, right now, you could even pause it. But it's like, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? And like, base it on not what society, says is right, or dreams that other people have. Come at it from like a real personal, like what makes you feel good? Who are you? And then nourish that part of you. Take care of that little seed inside of you that is like the authenticity, that authentic self. Even if you don't have the full picture of your authentic you, there's like something. Take care of that. Okay? Give that love, because at the base of everything, it's you stepping into things that are going to empower you more, and you communicating from a space of like real pure intention and love, and getting things off of your chest as well, because you do need to speak your truth, but you don't need to batter people. I think the world goes through enough of that. But you've got a lot of things that you've seen and a lot of things that you've been through, and you have some ideas that are going to help shift and change the world. Like you've seen these things and gone through these things for a reason, and it's so that you can make a difference in the way that only you can. And the way that you make a difference is going to come from that little seed of authenticity in who you are, right? So nourish yourself and take good care of that part of you, because that's going to help you to be present and mindful with the people, and to help you to be able to bring your authority, your empowerment, and your special flavor of goodness to others, okay? Yeah, so you got what do you need to release in verse, and a new start is coming, okay? So the message is, don't be so attached to what it's going to look like in the beginning. This is going to shift things, all right? You are going to have a new start, but if you're looking at what you need to have happen, or you're looking at where you've come from or all the circumstances around you, it's going to take longer. So like literally don't even worry about what things are going to look like. Just let that go. And then what do you need to release? We've already kind of covered that, right? So it's just everything. You're going to start to open up, and yeah, it's just a beautiful unfolding. There's a lot of intense energy and a lot of things that you're going through. So I feel for you, or maybe you're not going through them right now, but you have, like you may have some things, like you may be in a really good space right now. But it's like there's stuff, there's stuff, repressed stuff and things, and you get to let it go. You get to let it go and trust that everything's going to go well. It's going to go in your favor, and you don't need to stress. Energy-wise, it's a complete 180 that you're going through. Like it's quite amazing, and that is what I have for you. Let me know in the comments how this resonated, or what you might be going through, or if you need any support. Okay, I've got a quiz for your authenticity archetype and the mask you wear, and then depending on which mask you wear, then we've got different recommendations for how to be able to be your authentic self. So if you get stuck on really coming out and speaking your truth and having your voice and things like that, you might want to check out that quiz. And I've got an ultimate alignment checklist. So check in the description box below for those things, and I will see you in another reading, okay? All right, take care. Bye.